everybody, Jason Ballas with OutdoorProductReview.com. We're starting off our 2011 bow review, and I'd just like to say that I really appreciate all the support that we've had on the website there for people coming and asking for certain bows and different products. I mean, even hunting boots or whatever the case is, we've done it all. And you know, we're continuing on with our favorite, and that's the bow review. It's a 2011 bow review starting, and I just got this bow in, and I wanted to go ahead and get this out to you guys here early so you could take a look at it. But this is the Athens Ibex. Athens Archery has been around now for about 3 years or so. I did the Accomplice, and Accomplice was the first bow to ever get a 10 on my review. And I'll tell you what, you guys, you go ahead and look at that review. We've definitely come a long way since we started, and you know, the quality of our videos are really coming out nice, and I appreciate all the feedback, and that's why we've changed everything. And I think you guys are going to be pretty amazed at what you see here. I haven't shot the bow yet, set it up with our normal just little quick setup rest, laser aligned it and everything, so we're ready to do it. Let's cover the bow though. You know, some of the things, they sent it to me in the black color. Black, it's really sharp because, you know, you're out there hunting, and you know, if you look at the trees here in my back, right behind me, you'll see that they're dark in color or whatever the case is. So, you know, people, they didn't come out with camel bows until the 80s. But, however, you know, whatever your thing is, Athens, that's a great thing. They'll dip it in whatever color you want. You can go to your local pro shop and ask them for a certain color, and they'll special order it from Athens, and you'll be okay. You know, when they asked me what camo I wanted, I told them it doesn't matter, because my main thing is to show the bow to you guys. But just overall, the dipping on this bow, it's solid. That black, I like that black color. Some people don't like black bows, but whatever the case, I like that black color. But let's go ahead and cover the bow. We'll talk just basically about the aesthetics, and we're going to go ahead and individually over the certain items. All right, on the grip here, it's got a really thin grip. Now, they've put a custom grip on here where it's just two pieces of basically like wood on each side. It's a real thin grip, but the little wood pieces definitely they contour to your hand, so your hand fits in there perfect. I would recommend, I like a fatter grip bow. However, you know, their stock grip that they have on there, it's really sharp here. You know, you can get that whatever you want. You can custom order a grip from some of the people off some of the websites that make grips, you know, for fatter or whatever. But to tell you the truth, at first I looked at it, it's really thin neck, but I like it. It feels good in your hand when you're holding the bow up. So, you know, that's a good plus on it. Fully machined riser, limbs, everything's pretty much the same. It comes out with the bow jacks on it. I like that for sound vibration dampening. And then they got the little SCS system, the shock suppressant system, so you don't have to put the old spider legs on the string anymore, which is something that I really like. You know, overall, the aesthetics of the bow are it's just beautiful. You know, they got engineered to kill on their cam right here. And, you know, why don't we go ahead and we'll cover everything like brace height, and the speeds that you're going to get out of the bow, and what the cam is and everything right now.
The Ibex comes in an astonishing 3.6 pounds, has a 30-inch axle-to-axle, with IBO speeds up to 335 feet per second. The brace height is 7 inches, and it comes from pounds of 30 to 70. Draw length is cam-specific from 24.5 to 29 inches.
Okay, so there you have it. You saw everything. Now, why don't we go ahead and do the draw test. Now, we're using that VAP arrow, the Victory Archery armor piercing arrow, 408 grains. But we're going to go ahead and draw it, see how it feels. And I'm pretty excited, so let's go ahead. All right, folks, we're all set up. Got the VAP on the bow. We're going to go ahead and use our True Fire release here and draw the bow back, see how it feels. I'm pretty excited. Well, she comes back really smooth. And the draw stops on this just put it at a dead stop, 29 inches. I mean, it sets up perfect. You see how that string just aligns perfect. Let's go ahead and do a creep on it. I could creep maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. It's not bad at all. But, you know, it does want to go, but that's, of course, you know, I think the IBO on here, as you saw, 340 feet per second. That's pretty fast. Let's go ahead and try to wiggle it. No, it doesn't really torque it all in your hand. If you keep a proper grip on the bow, it's going to shoot beautiful. We'll go ahead and shoot this bow. Like I said, you know, I'm sitting here, I can hold this thing forever. You know, a big bull elk comes in, following him along, no problem. Let's go ahead and shoot it though. See how a hand shock is. There wasn't anything there. Wasn't anything there. The only noise that I heard was just a little hollow sound, and I think that came from the aluminum rest that we have on there. If you have a drop down or something, whatever the case, you're not going to have that sound, but there wasn't any sound. Let's do that one more time, because I'll tell you what, it got the arrow down there. It felt beautiful shooting at it. It's just beautiful. Didn't even torque, nothing. Released the bow. It sounded great. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. All right, we're going to shoot it again. This time, I'm going to zoom in on my hand when I'll shoot the bow, but then we're going to replay it in slow motion. I'm going to show you what the bow does, and I'll keep my fingers open when I shoot the bow. I'll tell you what, it didn't go anywhere. So definitely nice, quiet. You know, like I said, the only noise I got, I think, was out of the rest. Draw it back. It's just beautiful. See right here, I'm going to keep my hands open. I'll just touch my two fingers just to, just to make sure the bow doesn't fall. Let's go ahead and shoot it. It just dropped straight down. It didn't go forward, it didn't come back. It just dropped straight down. See in my hand right there? I haven't even moved my fingers. You're going to see it right now in slow motion. I'll tell you, you guys are going to like it. You know, one thing I want to mention though, this is a very, very light bow. And I tell you what, when we're up there hunting in the mountains, you guys, or anywhere really, you got to carry a bow in a long ways to your stand, or we elk hunt out here, we're hauling our bow all over with us. A light bow is definitely worth its weight in aluminum, no pun intended, but I'll tell you what, a nice light bow is something that's really nice. You know, your other bows that are 4.2 pounds or whatever, that doesn't seem like a lot, but you put your quiver and all the rest of the aesthetics on it, and it gets a little heavy when you're carrying it around, but nice light bow. Now we're going to shoot it through the chronograph right now and see what it's going out with that 408 grain arrow. I've gotten some questions, and I've always put this on the website, but just to let you know, all the bows we do in the review are set at 29 inches and at 70 pounds. So when you're pulling this bow back, it doesn't feel like you're pulling 70 pounds, but I checked it at the house and it is 70 pounds. So let's go ahead and shoot it through the chronograph, see what kind of speed we're getting with that arrow. Athens Ibex, 408 grain VAP. Shoot through the chronograph here and see what we're getting. 301 feet per second. Everybody knows that I love a bow that shoots over 300 feet per second and it shoots smooth. And I'll tell you what, there we are, 301 feet per second with a 408 grain arrow. That's smoking. All right, there you have it, folks. 301 feet per second with a 408 grain arrow out of the Ibex. I'll tell you what, overall aesthetics of the bow is a 10. I just love the way the bow looks. Of course, I like that black color. I like new and inventive stuff, and I know that's grown a lot of popularity here with people hunting out of blinds, and they like it dark, wearing all dark outfits so that the deer or the turkeys or whatever the case don't see you. I tell you what, all over the bow, the cam setup, the draw cycle smooth. I mean, it'll allow you to creep just a hair, which, the only reason you need creep is if you're bending over, you actually shorten your draw length if you're shooting down from a tree stand. I'll tell you what though, the bow itself, just a hair bit of noise, and like I said, that has to be from the rest, because that's where it's coming from. Y'all saw when I shot it, the bow just dropped straight in my hand, didn't go anywhere, zero recoil whatsoever, and that's a total 10. Speed, anything shoots over 300 feet per second, and it doesn't fly like it's out of control. It flies just steady and smooth. That's a 10. Overall, Athens Ibex, once again, Athens done it again. We're going to give it a 10 from OutdoorProductReview.com. And I tell you what, you guys need to go see your local pro shops and get your hands on one of these if you can, because it's definitely a great shooting bow. There's nothing I like more than a bow that just shoots perfectly in your hand, sits perfect, no shock, nice lightweight. Athens done it again, and I tell you what, you guys keep your eyes peeled, because they're coming up in the industry, and I really like to thank Jason over there for sending this to me to test, because Jody got one that's exactly the same. We're going to shoot it here a little later on in the season on video, have her out there shooting it. But I'll tell you what, Athens got a 10 in our book from OutdoorProductReview.com. So I'll tell you what, we got a bunch of good reviews coming this year, and I've talked to a lot of folks who are getting ready to go to the ATA show here in a few weeks. and you guys are going to see some great things from the show. And, send me an email if you have something you want seen. I got one the other day for some new site that's out. We're going to test that for you guys as well. We're continuing on with the 2011 bow review, and I know that there's a lot of great bows out this year, and hopefully I won't be disappointed. Athens Ibex got a 10 from OutdoorProductReview.com. So for OutdoorProductReview.com, I'm Jason Ballas, and we're going to see you guys on our next review.